All right, so today we're answering the question, what is an appraisal gap? An appraisal gap is a clause that the buyer writes into the purchase contract that states, in the event that an appraisal comes in lower than the contract price, the buyer agrees to make up a certain portion of the difference. So let's say the buyer agrees to pay $500,000 for the house. The appraisal comes in at $480,000. We now have a $20,000 difference between contract price and what the lender will finance. So the buyer's appraisal gap will now be applied to that $20,000. So let's say the buyer agreed to make up $10,000 difference in an appraisal gap situation. Take that $10,000, add it to the $480,000, and the contract price essentially becomes $490,000, assuming that both sides still agree to that clause. Now, there's a lot of ways that the appraisal gap may not even come into play, but in the end, it's a very necessary clause in a seller's market. It's written into about 90% of contracts in a seller's market, so it's a necessary evil, but we don't always see it come into play. So it's a nice to have up front, it's a security piece, but just know as a buyer, it may not always come into play, so you're not guaranteed to always have to bring extra cash. So that's what an appraisal gap clause is. As always, we're here to help. We want to be a resource. If you have questions, please reach out. Have a great day.